So hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a huge charity shop haul for you. Now I have literally just come back from charity shopping because where I go there's quite a few dotted in the same place, but today I didn't find much. I only found two things and that was it. So bit of a disappointment, but that's how it can be sometimes. Sometimes you can get some good stuff, sometimes you can't. It just depends on what you're looking for or what catches your eye, you know what I mean? So the other day me and my mum went in to the charity shops and we actually found quite a lot of stuff. So this is actually mainly from the other day. So I'm going to show you what I got and stop jabbering, and yeah, let's show you what I got from the Chazzers. So today I got this big Pikachu. Now I know that Pokemon's quite popular. I think I used to have something Pikachu back in the day. Can't remember what it was, but it's just like a big beanie Pikachu, which is massive. Oh, it's Nintendo. I didn't even look at the label, just picked it up. And yeah, this was £4. So yeah, it's got a few marks on its eyes and stuff, but overall it's in quite good condition. So I know that Pokemon's quite popular and people like Pokemon, and I know people collect stuff like this. So yeah, this was £4 like I said. So yeah, there's a Pikachu. And then the other thing that I got today, was this Furby. Now I am not sure if this actually fucking works. I'm not sure if it's got batteries in it or anything, or whether it's supposed to have batteries in, because I think it might do, because I don't know, his eyes, well maybe it don't work, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into it anyway. So this is a Furby. This is not the original Furbies, I don't think, as in like, you know, back in the day, because these are the like a rubbery style here. So the back in the day they used to be a bit different, but yeah, this is a Furby. It's pink with white dots all over it. I think it's supposed to be, eyes are supposed to move, but I'm not sure, because I don't know, I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that anyway. But this was £5, and yeah, I'm just gonna see what it's supposed to be. Oh, it is original Furby actually, it says at the bottom, but this is a 2012 version, so there is that as well. I remember having one of these, and I used to have a purple one I think, because obviously purple's my favourite colour. But yeah, there's a little Furby. Again, you could just play with it, like it doesn't matter if it's thingy, but I'm gonna have to see if it needs batteries in it, or I don't know, because I'm not sure. So anyway, there's a Furby. There's a lot of toys in this haul actually, to be honest, because I know that certain things will sell obviously, so well, I'm hoping they do, because I'm still quite new to it. But yeah, then I found this. So some of these was from the other day. So this little Winnie the Pooh, how cute is that? And it's really, really, really soft. It's got a red jumper. It doesn't say Winnie the Pooh on his jumper, but it's got a like little black dots all over it. And obviously it's still boxed, so that is quite nice. This was a £5, and yeah, I thought, you know, some little kid would like that. So that's that. And then I picked up this. Now I picked up this one, but I was debating on whether to keep it myself, because again, if you've watched my channel, then you'll know that I am a big fan of Toy Story. I love Toy Story, and Buzz Lightyear is my favourite character out of it. But Bo Peep, I'm a bit sad because obviously I do have toys here, and I did get these for Christmas. I've got socks and the actual Buzz Lightyear from the film over there and all, but this is little Bo Peep, and this was £1.59 I think. I think it's from Asda originally, but yeah, little Bo Peep. Obviously Bo Peep goes with Woody, but oh, I don't know, I thought, oh, I'll just try it and see what it is. It's in quite good nick, you know, it's got no marks or on it, but yeah, there's little Bo Peep and all. And then I found two Build-A-Bear products. Now I did find a Build-A-Bear the other week, and it was I think it was a Valentine's version of it, and that's already gone off eBay, that's already been sold. But I found two more the other day, and they're in really, really good condition. They've got minor markings on them, like very, very minor, that they're practically like brand new, just without the tag. So there's this little leopard bear. I'm not sure what the actual names are, because I was trying to Google them so I could put them on eBay as a listing, but I can't find where you know what bear is what. But yeah, I thought this would be quite nice for Valentine's, so hopefully he goes. So yeah, it's like a leopard printed bear, and then it's got like silver dotted feet, and then these like love arts in the eyes and stuff. And I just thought this is really, really nice for someone who likes Build-A-Bear, or for a Valentine's gift. I'm not a big fan of Valentine's myself anyway, but you know, if it's gonna make you some of that, then do it. So yeah, this is Build-A-Bear. This one's really, really soft. This one's got no, oh yeah, it has. It's got a sound in it, and you press it, but it sounds like it's dying. And I think it's because it's obviously ran out of battery, or it's run out or whatever. But if you do press it there, it sounds like it's meowing, and I'm like, it's a bear. So I'm like, but obviously you put whatever you want in it, but this is what it sounds like. Sounds like it's on its way out. Yeah, it does sound it sounds a little bit off, but this is a Build-A-Bear, original Build-A-Bear, as you can see, and this was £3 from the Chiazza. Then we also have this one as well. This is another Build-A-Bear one. I think this is supposed to have something inside it because it has like a little circle here in its stomach, but it doesn't work. But again, it's not that much of an issue. It does have a couple of threads from it, but again, this was £3. I think this is supposed to be a cat. I'm not 100% sure, but the style of it looks like a cat to me. But I can't think of I can't find the actual name of the bear, because obviously all the bears have different names. Like the other one I sold was called Pink Cuddles, I think that's what it was called. But this, I can't find the names, and it's so hard because when you try and put an eBay listing, you need to put the right name for it, but I can't because I don't know what it's called. So I just like tried to find it, and I just called it a Rainbow Kitty Build-A-Bear. So yeah, it's got little rainbow love hearts all over it, and obviously it's white, and it's Build-A-Bear, genuine Build-A-Bear. So yeah, this is a little cat. Again, like I said, it's got a thing there, and then it's got a CC. Again, that says CC at the bottom. So I don't know if that's like some sort of thing to go with the cat, I'm not sure, but anyway. So yeah, there's another one there as well, and this one's quite a bit more of a stiffer sort of filling into it, whereas the other one's quite a soft one. So there's that as well. And then I also got this book. Now I don't know if this was like a vintage Winnie the Pooh book, because I've never seen it like written out or looking like this. Like this looks like an old style Winnie the Pooh book. So this is what it looks like. It's hardback cover, and then it's got like a map inside, obviously, of the Winnie the Pooh, the woods, and where the house is for Christopher Robin is. But you see the illustrations is quite different to what we'd have now, because obviously Winnie the Pooh looks a little bit different now to the illustrations in here. But I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. This was £2.59 or yeah, £2.59 I think this book was. But I can't find the actual year this was published or anything, so I'm just gonna have to keep looking. Oh yes, it does. It does say what year it was. 1977. So that is why it looks like this. So there's a Winnie the Pooh book as well. I also got this Cath Kidston tote bag. Again, not a big fan of the colour, but people are big fans of Cath Kidston. So, and I've sold quite a few things of Cath Kidston. So I thought, well, have a look at this bag. You know what I mean? This was a £5. Gotta sound like a proper comrade. This was a £5, and it's obviously original Cath Kidston, which it said there. And I've had the purses that are similar to this. So if you watched a couple of my charity shop hauls before, I've had and found purses that are in the similar design. So it's just a little PVC sort of bag, style bag. But the only thing I would like this bag in, like the style of it, the only thing I don't like is the fact that it doesn't have a zip. It just has a button inside. Ignore the stuff's in it, because I'm going to show you what's in there in a minute. But yeah, it's just got a button like that just attaches there, and there's no like zip to cover it up. So obviously when you're carrying it around, you know, if you've got it on your shoulder or whatever, people can just go, you know. I don't like that sort of thing, but if you like that sort of style, then there you are. But it's got a zip inside, like a little zip pocket, and then another tiny little pocket that you put your phone in maybe. Yeah, this was a £5, and I thought, you know what, we'll just have a go at this. Just see, it's in quite good nick. It's not got very many, I don't think it's got any marks on it actually, but it's got that wipeable like material, so it's not, you know, if you mark it you can wipe it off. So yeah, the Cath Kidston bag. And then just because it was easier, we put the stuff inside. I found some Wii games. Now my original idea was to sell it with one of the Wii games I was trying to sell on eBay, because it hadn't gone for a while. But then as soon as I seen these, it was like the same day that I was ready to go to the charity shop that I'd sold it. So it doesn't matter, because these were only £1 each. I still need to test them. But this is the Carnival Fair Games one. I actually have this on Switch, but I'm not a big fan of it. And I know this was on DS as well, but yeah, this is Carnival. There was all a pound. I got Wii Play. I don't think I've ever played this before. I don't think I've ever played Wii Play. So I don't actually have a clue what's on it. Obviously it's just like a party game, and it's like well, I don't know. snooker. It looks like it's got snooker on it, fishing, air hockey, ping pong, I don't know. So yeah, there's Wii Play as well for £1. And then I also got this one, which was Pippa Funnel Ranch Rescue. Now, I know some girls like horses. I was never into horses, princesses or anything like that, so I don't have a clue. But I thought, you know what, for £1 each, and if they all work, well they should all work, seeing as I've put them on, just going to put them on eBay and see how much I can get for them, you know. I only paid £3, so not the end of the world. But I do like to go into charity shops and see if I can find like PlayStation games, well not so much PlayStation games. If I've got the console at home and I can test the games, then I will buy them and like sell them on. So sometimes I've found like DS games that I've tested and obviously sold them with the DS that I'm selling, because obviously I can test them. I don't like the idea of buying something that I can't test, or you know, if it's technology or games for example. So if I bought like, I don't know, PlayStation 2 game, I haven't got that console to actually test it, so I don't know if it works. Now I don't like the idea of doing that. You can sell on eBay and do untested like, but then I think if the game is worth more and it's tested and you know it's working, you can, you know, sell it for a bit more. But if you don't know and you're not sure, you know, you're gonna have to put the price down a bit. But if I've got the console at home, obviously I do buy them and test them and then sell them on. So yeah, we still have a Wii, we still have a Nintendo Wii, we still have DS's, we did have an Xbox 360 until my brother decided to take it apart because he was doing something with it and he hasn't put it back together again. But yeah, Wii games there as well. And then I think my battery is going to die on me, so I'm hoping it doesn't, hoping I can get through this. I also found this little trinket box, this, not trinket box, trinket dish, and it is Wedgwood. Now I have sold, whoa, I have sold some at Wedgwood before. Sorry if anything's moved, like I said, I've just had to change my battery. So this Wedgwood little trinket dish, it looks like a cupcake to me. I'm not sure what the actual name of it is, but I'll research it and have a look. It's not actually that bad. It reminds me of something, you know, when you used to go into like old people's home, or you know, your nana's, and you used to see stuff like this. This is what it reminds me of, like this pattern. And you know, when you go into a charity shop and you see stuff like that, it reminds me of being in like a older person's house. Well, I'll say older person, you know, like your nana and your older generation, shall we say. Not even that, but like this, anyway, this reminds me of it. And it's a little, is it a trinket? I don't even know. I'll have a look. I'd say it was trinket dish because of the way it's designed. So yeah, it's just a little dish and it's got like this, these ridges on it. So to me it looks like a cupcake, if you like that. And then on the front of it, it's got like little, oh, it's got butterflies on it. Maybe that's why I was a bit more attracted to it. It's got butterflies, flowers and stuff on it. And it's this sort of design. I know people like this sort of thing. I think sometimes the uglier the item is, the more people like it. And I mean, not everybody likes the same thing, you know what I mean? But to me, this is not something that I would personally think, but I know that an older person would. So yeah, this is actual Wedgwood, and again, they're quite expensive. I think this was £3, I think. So yeah, Wedgwood bone china, made in England. So yeah, I thought, you know what, we'll have a go, we'll get it and we'll see. I've just got to research what it's actually called, because I can't just put trinket, Wedgwood trinket, because I don't actually know what it's called. But yeah, I'll have a look at that. But there's no chips on it, there's no marks on it. It's in good condition, so there's that as well. Then I also found a bundle of Thomas little tank engines. So we had one laying around that someone gave my little brother when he was younger, but he weren't really into trains or like that, so we never really played with him. But they were like vintage, and I mean like 1970s, 1980s sort of trains. So we sold them, and they were sold quite quick. So I thought, people, I mean, kids still like Thomas the Tank Engine. I mean, I know all the, you know, the cartoon and stuff has all changed. Like every single cartoon that used to be back in the day has changed, and it looks wrong. But yeah, so I got, I think there's 2, 3, 4, 5 actual trains, and then like 2 little trailers that come with it. And these were £1.69, so they came in a little bag because they bundled up so many toys and then put them in a box. So I'm not sure on the names, to be honest with you. Ghislaine, is that the name on this train? I don't know. Ghislaine the train. I'm not sure, but anyway, you get this one. This one's the King train. I don't know, I don't really know, wasn't into Thomas back in the day. But and then obviously Thomas, I know Thomas, little Thomas there. And then this one, no, it can't be Ghislaine because this one says Ghislaine on it. This one's James, so this one can't be Ghislaine. That must be somewhere else, I don't know. Anyway, this one says James, so this is James the train. and there's a little red one. And then there's this one, I can't remember what it is. Somebody said to me it was Thomas. I said no, that's not Thomas, because Thomas's face is different and he has a number 1 on him. So I don't know who this is, but there's the other train. I don't know actually, does it say on here? Gordon! It's Gordon. I thought Gordon was green. I don't know. Anyway, there's Gordon. And then this one as well. This one is Percy. Oh, they said the names on it. It says it there. This one's Percy. So he's number 6. He's green there, look. So that's what he looks like. And then there's 2 little trailers that come with it. I presume that one goes on the back of the king one, but anyway, I think it's a king. Looks like it's got a crown on. So yeah, there's 2 little trainers that come with it. I thought, you know what, a little bundle like that, not bad for £1 something. There's some good stuff in the Chazzers for kids, you know, like toys and stuff like that. Some of them look absolutely brand new, and I mean like they've not even been played with. And I think some people would not go into charity shop just because they're second hand. And I think, you know what, you can actually buy stuff in the charity shop that is brand new in the box and everything, and you can go in, especially for toys and books and stuff like that for kids, especially clothing as well. Clothing for kids, oh my god. When I have a kid, I'm going to be going in there and having a look for my own. You know, if it's not got holes or in it, you know, and it smells alright and it looks alright, then why not? You know, take it home, wash it, put it on your kid. Because you more than likely the kid's just going to mess it up anyway. So if it's cheap and cheerful, you know, why not? And especially, you know, nowadays, cost of living and all that, book it. Fucking Jesus. But yeah, there's always some good toys in there. I always have a gander at the toys, and I think, you know, I've not got kids about, but I know that people like them, and I know that people buy them on eBay and stuff, because I think, oh, that's cheap, but obviously, you know, I'm making a profit, but it's still cheap for them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, have a look in there, have a look in the Chazzers if you've got kids. Right, so there's now 2 more things from the other day, and this is a toy again. This little Nerf gun. Now Nerf is expensive, because my brother used to collect these Nerf guns, and he's got absolutely shitloads. He's got like massive ones, and then he's got the small ones. He's got this one, I think that's what he said the other day. And I've just seen this one in British Art Foundation, right, and they wanted £3. This the other day, exactly the same one, £1.50. It's got no bullets with it, but you can buy cheap as chips bullets from eBay for these. Obviously they're not genuine Nerf ones, but they're exactly the same. And I think, what did I see them the other day, like £2 for like 50 of them. Now if you actually buy Nerf bullets, proper Nerf bullets, they are so expensive. And I remember my little brother always used to go to Entertainer, and he had some like pocket money and stuff, and he used to save it up, and he always used to go in when it was a sale and get them. But yeah, £1.50. I thought, you know what, this looks good, Nick. And I did buy another one the other day. It was a bit bigger one. It's called the Elite Tri-Strike Dog. It's a white one. Anyway, I'll put you a picture in so you can actually see what it looks like. And yeah, that was £7.50. I thought, you know what, that'd have been like £50. You know when it's brand new, because like I said, my brother's got a big one. My brother's still got like quite a few of them that he used to collect as a kid, and I think he had about 2 or 3 big guns, and they were like 40-50 quid, you know, when they were brand new. So yeah, I thought £1.50. I thought, can't go wrong with that. So this is what it looks like. It comes with no bullets, but again, like I said, you can buy them. The triggers and everything work. So you pull that back there and you just go bing. And then if you hold that as well, if you put it to the wall. Oh, it's not working now. Oh, what it did. Oh, there. If you hold this one, there, it's got the target on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see actually. Oh, you can a little bit. It's got the target circle on it, so you can hold it, and then once you shoot, obviously, it'll go off. But yeah, you put 2 little ones there, and then you can put the 2 bigger ones there. But yeah, I thought £1.50. I thought, yes, that's the bit to me. We're having a bit of that. And I thought, you know what, my brother can test that, because he used to have them as a kid, so he'll know which ones for what and how to do it. So, and then I also found this Beano, and this is 70 years. Now I bought this for £1, and I thought, oh, maybe it's, you know, because it's 70 years edition. I thought, oh yeah, somebody else will like that, but I'm not too sure now, but never mind. And it's comics of the Beano and the Dandy. So it's got the, so what I was trying to look online, I was trying to find it, see how much it's worth and stuff, but I couldn't, because what I didn't realise is the fact that this is supposed to have a plastic cover over it, so it looked different. So actually it's supposed to be having a plastic cover over it, but it's still a good nick. You know, Beano, you know, back in the day it used to be Beano, and these are like the original Beanos, and it just says you know, information about, I think it just gives you a couple of Beano magazines inside, like what they used to look like and stuff. And then it also says about, you know, the drawings of who, people who used to draw and stuff. So yeah, I thought, oh, we'll have a go, we'll see if somebody likes that. But quid, I thought, you know what, it's only a quid, it's not the end of the world, you know, if I don't get it back, I don't get it back, but quid to quid, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all the other stuff that I got from the charity shop. And then I also bought these books. Now these were the other day, these are for myself. I don't know if I showed them in my other one actually, I don't think I did. So every time I go into a charity shop, I always look for books for myself, because oh my god, I've got back into reading. So when I was younger, I used to have a book in my face all the time. I think I mentioned it actually in my last charity shop haul. Used to have a book all the time in my face. I was proper bookworm when I was younger. And then as I got older, like in senior school, I just sort of, it dwindled off a bit. But for the past year, actually no, it'll be 2 years now. For the past couple of years, I have now started getting into books and reading again. So last night, oh my god, let me tell you this, right? Last night, I finished this book. So this is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. So I read Love Hypothesis, and to start with I was a bit like, I don't know, but then after a bit I got into it and I actually really enjoyed it much more than Ugly Love. Now Ugly Love was alright, right, but I preferred the other one. So last night I'd finished this. Oh my god, I'm telling you now, if you want a book recommendation and you like, you know, you like Love Hypothesis, then you'll love this one. I loved this from start to finish, and I don't know what it was. Every time I read it, it just drew me in. It took me literally, so I only do it at night time. I only read at night time for a couple of hours, so I'm quite a fast reader, but I didn't read it all in one go, obviously, but I could if I wanted to. But this took me like 5 days to read, so it took me a week, but it's because I didn't read it like all day, if you know what I mean. So every single night I wanted to pick this up. I picked this book up, and last night I was on chapter 11 and I'd finished it. So I started on chapter 11 and it's got 26 chapters in it, so I read the rest of it last night. Oh my god, this is like one of the best books I've ever read. I don't know what it was, I just really enjoyed it. So I'm going to be moving on. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that. Not that you actually give a shit, but yeah, so I really enjoyed that book. And there is another book that's out by her. I don't know if it's a recent book, because I seen it in the works the other day. So I went into the works and I bought some more books, but I seen one that had a red cover on. It was by her, but I thought no, because I don't know how that Love on the Brain is going to be, so we're going to see. But I fucking love that book, because it's all science, right? And I'm not a big fan of science, but because it was about, they worked at NASA or in a space station or to do with that sort of thing, and I'm I like that sort of thing in science. And then obviously it's to do with love and all that shit, and it's a bit saucy in it, but fucking hell, I could not put it down. I had to read the rest of it last night. But anyway, I'm going to stop jabbering on about that book, but I love it. So I wanted to read some more I wanted to read the 50 Shades book. Anyway, my mum used to have it on her ebook reader, and I read the second one I think, but then I didn't carry on. So I thought, go into the charity shop and get it. I'm sure I've shown these. So I've got number 1, I've got, yeah, I think I've already shown these. I've got number 2 and number 3. I cannot for the life of me find the others. I know there's 5 of them. I can't find the other 2. I think there's 5 of them anyway. Maybe is there? Is there 5 of them? Maybe I'm looking for something that don't exist. I don't know, I'll have to Google it. Anyway, I got 3 of them. So I got 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Freed, and then 50 Shades Darker. I think I read the first 2, or halfway through the second one. So 2 of them was 25p, and then the other one was £1.30. So they are going to be mine for now, just while I read them. And then the other day I found the grey. So this is 50 Shades of Grey as told by Christian. So this is his version. Is there 5 of them? I'm gonna have to look now. How many books are in the 50 Shades series?
I found this on the web.
Why did I think there were 5? I've got them all, you thick cunt. Oh wait, no I haven't. Ah. No I hadn't. So, obviously in that series I've got the right one. So that's where, I think, is it Anastasia? I think that's what her name is in the story. So I have got that series. I don't know why I thought there was 5. Anyway, but there's actually 3 parts of the book to Christian Grey's series. So I've got Grey, I need Darker and Freed by him, but we're just going to carry on with these, you know. And I think when my mum read them, she said that they were quite repetitive, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to read them. If not, and I get bored halfway through and I think, oh, it's just a bit, you know, I know it's a Red Room, I know it's, you know, very, you know, a bit freaky deaky, but I just wanted to read it all because I didn't read it all. But if I do get a bit bored halfway through, then I'll just hand them back to the Chazzers or try and sell them on eBay. But anyway, I went on about a book there, and then I found this one as well. I think I've shown these already, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to show you again. This is the Fault in Our Stars book. Now, I have watched the film. I haven't read the book, but I have watched the film. Now, normally, what you do is you read the book first before you watch the film. But I just want to see what it's like and see whether it's got a bit more description in it. So, yeah, this was 50 pence, you know. It's a bit yellow. I don't know if the pages are meant to be like that, but I thought I'm gonna pick this up, see if it's see if it's got any more description in it, where it's slightly different, because, you know, books and films are slightly different. But again, if I'm not a big fan of it, you know, just either sell it or I'll just put it on eBay, or I'll just take it back to the Chazzers, you know. But yeah, if you're looking for a book recommendation, I recommend this. And if you like the Love Hypothesis, or you like the author Ali Hazelwood, then yeah, I suggest this book, because this did not take me very long to read. I think this one's better than the Love Hypothesis. Anyway, I've got a little pile of books now. Like I said, I also bought some books from the works from the other day, but obviously they're not from the Chazzers, but I just thought I'd include them anyway. Which are It Starts With Us, so I've read It Ends With Us, and I bought that from the charity shop. But I got It Starts With Us, a hardback version, because it was on sale in the works. So that's actually brand new. And I need to read, that's the next book I'm going to read, because I've already read It Ends With Us, so I'm going to carry on with that one. And then I also bought 2 more Colleen Hoover books, because like I said, Ugly Love wasn't bad, but it wasn't like my most favourite book, but I could tolerate it, if you know what I mean. So but I liked It Ends With Us, so I like that one more than the other one. So I think it just depends on the story. I think it doesn't matter on the author. I think sometimes an author can write one book and you think, oh, you know, like J.K. Rowling, for example. I don't think I've read the other books that she's ever wrote, but I think if I picked that one up, it probably wouldn't be as good as Harry Potter. So it's like, I think it just depends on the actual story. But I recently read The Soulmate Equation, which is by Christina oh my god. That is the most boringest book, and I was determined to finish, but it took me absolutely ages because I just weren't enjoying it. It was alright, but it just was just, oh, well, I say it was alright. It was to a point, but it was just, there was nothing exciting, there was nothing that made me want to pick it up. And it said New York bestseller, and I'm like, not every fucking book is a New York bestseller. Yeah, it just wasn't very gripping, I didn't really like it, and it was a bit draining, to be honest with you. It took me a very, very long time. It took me a good month to read it eventually, and when I finished it I thought, oh, that's it, right, I'm not going to buy her books again, because I did not like at all. Like, that was probably one of the worst books that I'd read. So I wasn't a big fan of Ugly Love, like I said, but that one, I'd say that was even underneath that one, because oh, it's just boring. Anyway, this is supposed to be a charity shop haul, not a book haul. But anyway, if you did enjoy that video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see any more of my, oh my god, if you want to see any more of my videos, then I'll leave them on the screen just here and here for you to go and watch. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.